Hello. Gotta fucking shave again. I'm tired. My tablet on the charger. Oh, all hyper and ready to talk to myself and see if anyone wants to listen. Isn't that fun? Well, I'm sitting here being a fat ass eating. Here we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, I didn't do shit today. Today's my day off. Whole bunch of games coming out. Well, I see. I think Diablo 2 Resurrection is coming out in about a couple months. Roll call. Can't wait to play that. Hope I get some people on. Play. Kind of getting tired of video games. Just whew. Today was a alright day. Been tired. Tired and hungry. Oh wow. Did a really good meditation today, but man. All brain tired. But let's see what happens today. I don't think anything really happened today. No. Yesterday, a couple things happened. I wonder if John's going to come back on. He forgot to subscribe. He was talking to me for like an hour. A lot of his questions. There's not the kind of questions I like. But it's where not everyone's productive, I tell you that. At least not with their minds. I guess we talk about that. Being productive. What is, production, as in being productive, is to constantly make something of something, as in make something of yourself, or constantly gain knowledge, or whatever it might be. Just like with me, knowledge is my gift. I love it. It's whatever I can gain. But it has to be important knowledge. Can't be unimportant knowledge. Like eating food, knowledge of food, what it tastes like. Ain't really important knowledge. It might help you if you're a cook, but overall, I'd say like knowledge as in humanity knowledge. Like your emotions are very, 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 very important. No one likes to learn that. No one likes to learn about emotions. I think leave it up to the psychologists. or a counselor. They don't know. They know what they know, but why do we have them? Why are we blank slates that just walk around and survive? Why do we have to have emotions? Why do we have to care? Why do we have to get a feeling when we see something that we like? Well, it's part of humanity, I guess. Just like I say with myself, I don't feel as much as I used to anymore. Everything's more based upon knowledge. If I do get excited, I'll do stuff, but it's not always the same. Like the way people might wake up in the morning might be a lot different than other people. Like me, for instance. I wake up, I really don't feel anything. I get a little excited when I force it, but I just don't feel as much. I don't know why. I just don't. Maybe it's a learning thing. Maybe I gain so much knowledge with it that I understand it that I just don't care about it, care about using it. It's like watching anime. Man, I used to be excited about anime when you were a kid and that. And I always thought, why are you so excited when you're a kid? Why is being a kid have so much excitement? You want to know why? Because you don't know nothing. Everything becomes appealing. Your personality, the things that you actually do get excited about, come up very clearly. But as you get older, maybe. As you get wiser, maybe. As you gain more knowledge, still a maybe. You have a chance of growing into a way that you're not as excited. Like, for instance, anime. Okay, anime I watch right now, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super. I asked myself, why do I like it? Well, it has martial arts. It has powerful people. And I'm like, okay, that's what I like to do. I like the excitement. I like to do martial arts. I like to be a powerful person. But the aspect of power is divided in many different ways. So, like, for one person that might have more power than another, might have more power than that person in a different way. So, someone can have more mental power, as in know a bunch of shit, even though knowing a bunch of stuff is not productive at all. At least with lifting weights, you can stay productive, as in you're stronger. You could show it by picking up something heavy that someone else can't pick up. You have more energy to work harder and be able to keep up with stamina. So the mental capacity is very confusing. People say knowledge is power. It's the kind of knowledge you learn. So, say basic knowledge that we should learn is about ourselves. What do we like? How can we be more productive with ourselves? How can we better ourselves? How can we understand ourselves and, say, people around us? Well, a lot of people don't completely understand that. Well, because they're not showing anything. So, for instance, like with me, I'm more or less showing to myself. Not many people taught me anything. If they did, I didn't really absorb it, or I did absorb it enough to where I actually used it for my own means. Let's go back in time. Say when I was going through my depression and anxiety that everyone still goes through now because they don't know how to break it. They think having money and cars and pussy and big dicks in their butts matter. That's just instincts. You're overwhelmingly have too many feelings, as in you're using it constantly without even noticing that. That's why you have to take a step back. Look at your horizon from a faraway perspective. You'd be very surprised in how we really work as humans. So, like, you notice the more confident someone is, the less emotions that they show. It's not because they're confident, it's because they know their emotions, they know themselves, they know certain things that trigger it. So they learn to adapt to that trigger. So, like my trigger, as most guys, big tits, big boobs, even nice little boobs. It doesn't matter. Boobs. The niceness is depend on the eyes, of course. I might think something not that good looking. Some guy might like something that I don't like. So like girl sticks her boobs, in my face and that, or I've seen them put them on the table and show off how big around they are. That's just thinking about it is very exciting to me. Now, do I dive in with a hard dick and slap them across the face with it? No. Some guys think that. I mean, obviously, you go in and you end up masturbating or doing something to clear it out of your head because you can't hold on to that kind of thought. But it's just strange that one thing that always gets me is the attraction thing. I always think to myself, okay, what is attraction? Attraction is something that excites you. It ain't nothing. It ain't no different than you watching anime and all of a sudden, like most anime, you see some girls showing off massive cleavage or they'll zoom in on her boobs. Or you're playing a video game, it zooms in on a chick's rack or zooms in on her ass. It always does it. Every game you play that has 3D graphics from whenever always shows a woman's ass or a woman's breast. It's just how it is. Well, you can think back from way back then. Shouldn't even Sega in that when you talk about certain things in that. Like Shine Force 2, the princess at the end. After you kill Xeon, you kill the last boss, all of a sudden, you save the princess. She's got gargantuan fucking boobs. I mean, she's got like an E cup on her. It's like, it was super unnecessary, but they did it anyway. And it was a still picture in that showing your guy. He's a lean, very muscular, stamina looking guy, super high endurance and that. She comes up with fucking like an E cup triple D, and you're all wondering as a kid, this is 90 fucking 394 when it came out. So you might be between like 10 and like 5. And like your mind just like, huh. But now that I think about it, they were really big. But the sad thing is, there's not a lot of girls with big breasts. There's really not. Very surprisingly, there's not. Everywhere you go, I mean, there's very few times I'll see a girl with a big rack. Now, we're just talking about excitement, but, we might as well go through it. It's just like with the guy in that. A lot of times you don't see guys that have big muscles. They don't have girth. They look pathetic and skinny. Not saying that they can't do nothing, but they look like they don't do barely much at all. Even the guys at the gym, some of them come in, they look the same. I mean, obviously they have issues with eating. Well, most people do when you first start working out. But it's all about that progress. Now, mine's progress with the mind more over the body. My body's big because, I started off doing physical stuff. But I always had bad eating habits. I used to not eat enough food, or I won't eat enough protein, or I won't eat enough carbs with protein. And then I start to go on this fluctuation of not knowing what I want to do. Yeah, I look gigantic now. I'm pretty damn big. I mean, my arms are rather big in that, obviously. I'm not super toned. I don't give a shit about being super fucking skinny. Honestly, it's too much work. I'm gradually losing weight. I mean, I might drop down. I'm like, last time I checked, I was like 233, 232. Now, I might drop down to 220 and get slightly thinner in that. So I start showing more definition in that. But it ain't my main goal. That's just a side goal. That's just something I do because why not? I like going to the gym. If I go to the gym and want to take a break, I do cardio. I sit there and I ride a bike for about 30 minutes or so. Surprisingly, no, you have to eat the right amount of food to be able to sit there and be able to do cardio. Because some people get all that shit wrong. I know I'm going random that, but it's just like I'm just going in steps. Because we're still talking about attraction. But a lot of girls, they never really comment on me being big. They're like, they don't really do. I mean, they like it, but they never really comment on that. They comment on my smile or my eyes. They comment on my face structure. because evidently that's what you see. That's the first thing you see is someone's face, and then you check out the body. I mean, that's just the number one thing they're overlook. Okay, if the face ain't that good looking, and you check out the body, like, well, you got a good body. You know, you got a big old fat round butt, or whatever things that you like. But it's just like I'm noticing more and more when I go places. I mean, like I talked about when I went to the post office. At the post office to get a stamp. And this one girl just started kind of being slightly awkward towards me. She was very beautiful. She was very sexy. She had a big round ass. She had fat boobs and that. She was very sexy. But like the way that she was acting was just weird. I never said nothing to her until she talked to me. And then I started saying stuff to her and that. But I always think about this scenario. This doesn't happen to me a lot. Not as much as I would think would happen. But like, what she said was just like a teenage girl would say, and she had to be at least 25. So I mean, roughly 10:15, I guess. So she saw me in that, and I was sitting there tired, and I was, just kind of like waiting for like 20, 30 minutes. I was kind of like dozing off. She came in to the post office, and then I came in like 15 seconds later, maybe 20 seconds later. She was sitting there waiting, kind of waiting in line. She was getting packages ready, so I was rather far away. I was still at the entrance, and I was just sitting there. One old guy was sitting there doing his package and that towards the post office person, and then he took forever, and then finally he left. And then this skinny old guy ended up hitting on her. He had to be probably at least in his 60s. But he did it in a way that it wasn't super creepy, evidently, because she didn't seem too finicky. Evidently, she wasn't confident because she looked really good. I mean, she had a big, fat, fucking around ass that most guys like. And she looked like she had a nice body, and then it looked like she had a pretty face. And so this guy said, so I'm still at the entrance or close to the entrance, like 2 doors. And he ended up being really quick. And as he walked up to the post office worker, I came in closer to where I was waiting kind of like in the line. And she was sitting there still by the table, which was like 5 feet away from me. And I was sitting there, and I knew that she was going to be next after that guy. And when she saw me there after a little bit, she's like, oh my God, it's like, I should go in line, shouldn't I? I'm like, yeah, like, what the fuck? Of course you could go in line. You were in here before me. And then she started being like apologetic. It's like, oh, sorry, I'll go get in line that, just so you know, like, yeah, we've been doing the line thing ever since we were 4 or 5 years old. I mean, it's okay. I'm sure that we are old enough to know better how to be in a fucking line. I didn't say fuck him. I say it in a way I was just like, yeah. Not being sarcastic. I was just talking normal. As I was waiting there, she took a little bit in that. I said she took about like 5 minutes in that. She was talking to the postmate and that, and they're asking a whole bunch of questions and that. And then she turned around and apologized to me. I'm like, why are you apologizing for? You got to do what you got to do. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter if I come to you and say, hurry up, bitch. You still got to do what you got to do. Which I didn't. I was sitting there modest as fuck. And she apologized to me. She's like, oh my God, I won't take too much longer than that. I'm just like, it doesn't matter what you say. You talking's taking more time. Obviously, I didn't say anything like that. I was just sitting there like, okay, whatever. I was like, yeah. And then when she left, I got my stuff and that. And then for some reason, after I got my stamp, and that was really quick, like maybe like 10, 15 seconds. I was like, oh, I want a stamp. Oh, here you go. Boom, boom, boom. You're done. And then I left. And then she was still like walking really slowly, and there was a car backing up like right in front of us. And I thought that she was gonna walk across, but she kind of just like sat there about 20 feet away from me, maybe 10 or 15. And then finally the car went, and then we both walked across, and I got in the car. And then right when I left, she sat there for a little bit in her car, just sitting there. And it was just a really awkward thing. Like, not that I don't like that. I appreciate when a woman gets excited to see me, just like anybody else. But like, oh my god, look at that guy over there. But not every girl does that. Some girls take more control of it. Some girls are slightly more flirtatious. Some girls don't want to put themselves out there because they do have a boyfriend. So this brings me to the next thing that happened as of yesterday. What was it? Yeah, it was yesterday. The post office thing was like about a week and a half ago. There was a girl at my gym. I figured out that she went single about a month or two ago. About 2 months ago. She's stunning. I mean, she's gorgeous all over. She's very sexy. I don't know nothing about her personality in that, but she seems very mature, very disciplined to a certain extent. So she doesn't throw herself out there and flirt around too much. So me and my mom are at the gym and we were riding the bikes and that. She wasn't there, but it just what a person said kind of like threw it down, like, oh my god. And this guy named Jarrett was there. He's an old like boxer trainer guy. He's very good with Wing Chun and that. He's very much a martial arts trainer. And he was like, we were talking about someone, and I brought up the girl. And obviously it was about someone else, but I brought up the girl's name. And I noticed he was walking by multiple times in front of me, and I felt his vibe like he wanted to talk because obviously I trigger certain things. If you talk about certain things, it triggers people to be the same. And then all of a sudden, he asked me, he's like, oh, you talk about Paige? I'm like, well, I'm talking about Chuck and that. He's like, he mentioned Paige as the girl that he knows that I like because I told him. And he just triggered it. And then he instantly was just like, he was talking about her boyfriend. He's like, I'm so happy. He's like, oh, yeah, she's single, by the way. I'm happy that she's not with that person because the guy was very abusive in that. He was saying he used to like see like bruise marks on her bicep and that from someone grabbing onto it. I'm like, that's kind of a prick. And then I stated, like, I noticed a lot of people care for her because evidently she's very sweet and very nice and that. So people start to develop feelings for people like that. And then my mom said something. She said, oh, yeah, that I have a crush on her. And I said, well, I like her in that. I think she has a crush on me because a crush is something that's just overwhelming with emotions. I'm not overwhelming with emotions. I like her that. She's very pretty in that, but I don't know nothing about her to be able to get closer to her. I tried talking to her, and unfortunately that she just didn't really talk. She talked to me first, and we had a small conversation. And I tried to talk to her again. She was thumbstruck, like she didn't know what to say. I'm like, you just talked to me like 2 days ago. Why can you not talk to me now? So that's basically what happened now. The gym kind of knows that I like her. It's obviously because I talk about it towards other people. But I'm trying to get her to pull in. I mean, at the time, she evidently had a boyfriend that she's going through emotional disturbance. She did do something like I'd say it was like 2-3 weeks ago. She said something about, it's like, she hinted that she didn't have a boyfriend. But then she hinted that she was using one of her friends to say that she has a boyfriend, I guess. Like, that's childish as fuck to say you don't have a boyfriend. Just say relationship's complicated. Or say, I am single but complicated or whatever it is. You don't need to put anything down. But evidently her boyfriend's a piece of shit. And he's evidently pretty bad. Because there's another guy there by my name. I call the other guy. I'm like the other me. He doesn't look nothing like me. He's short. He's very skinny and ripped in that. but we both have the same names. Well, anyway, that person ended up taking a picture with Paige and one of her friends, posted on Facebook. Her ex got a hold of it and then start like messaging the other me, and then start like harassing him. And then Paige ends up getting on there and saying, "Leave it alone. I'm not with you anymore. You need to fuck off. He's just one of my friends." And like this dude he already has a kid. He has a really cute girlfriend in that. She got a fat round ass on her. She's very attractive looking. And it was just funny though, because like I've seen this guy before and he looks like a dick. He looks like one of those guys he can't really lift that heavy. He lifts average. I mean, he does 225 pounds. He could do it maybe like 5 times. Like, oh, a lot of people like the bench. I'm a curl type of person. So by these, big, enormous arms I have, I got, pretty decent sized arms. I like the curl a little bit more than I like the bench. So I'd be very benchy. I think it's because my neck's cramped up. I'm trying to loosen up in that each day. It gets a little bit looser. Oh, man, shit hurts. Ooh. I want to see what happens if Jerry kind of throws down and kind of instigates it, saying like, "Oh yeah, So that one guy always comes up with his mom all the time, which everyone knows because no one else does it. I'm the only one that does it, so it's very easy to know. Then she'll recognize me. She'll go, "Yeah, it seems like that he has a little thing for you, and that it seems like he likes you in that." And maybe you throw down like that. Because obviously, I've been single for so long. I kind of have my morals pretty straight. For the most part. That's why I started a YouTube channel. I have friends helping me out. And I have just random people joining in, which I love it. Got a lot of videos. I got an enormous amount of videos. Some of them have shitty quality of like sound and that, obviously, because I'm making a little progress. But I don't make videos. I make just talks. I just talk about things because I'm trying to promote who I am to see if, anyone likes it. And surprisingly, I get a couple of people. For some reason, I get more people to talk to me when I do these than I do playing video games. Isn't that amazing? I play video games and like I get no one on. When I do, I just talk. Every once in a while, I'll get even dickheads on. People that just want to chit chat and that. Very surprisingly, it's mostly women. If it's a guy, if they're not positive or if I don't know them, sometimes they're positive and sometimes I know them. But the other times, they're just bored ass people that might be assholes. But I have to tell everyone to at least subscribe because everyone gets lonely at night. And that's why I do these things kind of late. And it brings people in. It's always fun to bring people in. It's boring when you don't bring people in. That's what I like to do. I like to bring people in. Because to me, no one talks enough. I know when I watch other people's channels and that like they constantly make videos and they were constantly doing videos 24/7 because they have to make money, so they keep on producing. Like I always bring up Eurogamer because they make videos every day. They have 3 people that constantly make videos. They have their own platforms too. They have their own channels, or they have their own Twitches, and they constantly produce all day long. They'll do. I mean, just today they did like 3 to 4 streams of like an hour and a half of these the game releases from different companies. And it blows my mind Some people make videos like every week. I mean, they did just today. Eva, for instance, did over almost two. Yeah, she did about 2 hours worth of streaming. And they got a couple more to do too. Tomorrow. I mean, it's just astounding, like how much they do. It's like they don't do anything else but stream. The content make videos. That is impressive. They don't get a lot of views, but the whole point is they don't need to get a lot of views. I mean, they get good amount of views to make money off the views, and they get people come in and do super chats. They get about 20K, sometimes 30K views here and there. But they're always producing videos. So I'm like, okay, well, why don't I just produce more videos? I mean, obviously I can't capture people if I can't talk and be able to produce stuff. I thought about that. Next Saturday, I'm gonna do my brother's wedding. That's gonna be interesting. Gonna be a bunch of drunk people. Bunch of drunk people. My ass itches. Ugh. Sitting in this fucking chair makes my butt itch. This is very interesting. But like most people, I mean, there's a couple people on there. I definitely like making fun of certain people, like date guru people. I love making fun of date guru people. I love it. I love it so much. Anyone that wants to have date advice, definitely don't talk to these fucking idiots on YouTube that have enormous subscribers. It's more or less they just tell you bullshit. They might have a spick of truth with some things, but they tell you more bullshit than what you expect. It's very, very funny how much crap they say. Mm. People get addicted to so much crap. I love watching different variety of YouTube channels, like girls modeling or wearing bikinis, showing off butt cheeks and boobs and that, making millions of views. Millions of views. And don't learn nothing. Of course, there are recurring views. They might have like 10,000 guys that jack off to them every day. Whatever entertainment you want to do. They got yoga girls that wear super tight pants. You actually see their fucking pussy imprint. And they show the camera like right up their fucking asshole. You can hear them breathing through the camera because they have it so close next to it. We're gonna teach you how to do yoga. Let me wear the tightest fucking pants I can wear so my pussy hangs out. You ain't teaching no one anything. You're making all the dudes pop boners. It's very sad how the life is. We're getting so corrupted. But I'm about to change that. When you come on my Just Talks, we talk about things that fucking matter. At least to a certain extent. Of course, it's a different variety of things. I mean, if you want to know how to have sex really well, we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. You'd be surprised how much you might know. Because everyone watches porn. You'd be surprised. The same thing with relationships. One thing I always say, don't listen to these date gurus. They're saying, if you say these words, all women will attract to a man. Any man. Oh, man. Funny thing is, I don't have to talk to a woman at all. Words don't even fucking matter, evidently. They attract to me. So what? What's words? It doesn't matter. Attraction is beauty. Beauty is attraction. If you think someone's beautiful, you attract to them. For instance, I have a lady down the street. Let's say she's maybe about 5 years older than me, give or take. She's got huge boobs. She's got really nice boobs. I see her come out without a bra. She had like a tank top on, and she had black panties on. I saw her nipple indentations. She had big, round, really nice boobs. She's rather pretty. She's a redhead too. And like, she's been living there for God knows how long. Fuck, since I was probably at least 18 or 20. She's been living there for the last 10 years. I always thought about it. Last time I saw her, and I was like, holy shit, you got really nice tits. Because you don't see a lot of girls with big round boobs anymore. Why? They don't drink enough milk. I don't know. Sometimes you do. But everywhere I go, it's always skinny girls. Some have boobs that most of them don't. Even some of the girls at the gym. They don't have big boobs. They're big, but they're not like the size you're like, whoa, that you would notice from like a mile away. Because the guys have that sense. It's like, you're like, whoa, you see how big they are? And of course, you can notice because they're really big. Even from how far away they are, man, they look huge. You can be able to tell, like, damn. And women know that. Women know that. That's what's so funny. I mean, all the transactions I have with women with huge boobs, first thing they do, show off their tits. Show off their tits in some sort of way. Doesn't matter if it's actually flopping them out of the bra. It's more or less like putting them on a table or stick their hand underneath them, like doing cross arms, going like this and pushing them up and making them look big like that. All kinds of things. Just like girls with nice butts always bend over. Always bend over in front of you. Doing stretches and shit. It's like, well, if you're doing that in the gym, which is fine. But if you're trying to attract a man at a gym by bending over and have them look at your fucking asshole, not saying they will because they can't really see it, but it's like, I can't do nothing with it. It's not like I'm going to rip off your pants and pull my dick out and start slamming it in your ass. You got to be a little bit more productive. You can go up to and say hi and give me more attention than to bend over and just give me a boner. Because I don't know what to do with the boner. I can't do anything with you. If I could, then to be in front of everybody. See how it works? I understand if I was in the bathroom that you heard the toilet flush. For some reason, the door was unlocked, or you hinted at me like, go to the bathroom, I'll come in later. All of a sudden, everyone leaves. It's late at night, like 12 o'clock in the morning, give or take. When the door automatically locks to the gym, locks at 12. No one else in there but me and the girl. And she sneaks into the bathroom. There's no cameras in there. Then I could be like a little bit more productive. Then things can happen. Then you can hunch over and, rub it all over me and that. Damn, just think about it's giving me a boner, honestly. I need to calm down on the whole sexy talk. I gotta rearrange myself now. I'm getting caught in my fucking pants. I end up breaking the damn thing off. See, that's exciting. So, like, if a girl does like a man, if a man does like a woman, obviously there's little things you can do. Make sure you know that she doesn't have a boyfriend, because obviously most women do have boyfriends. They do not like throwing down that much. Even if they really like you, they're very serious on that. If they do like you, they'll give you little signs. But they're like, well, but I have a boyfriend. Well, that boyfriend doesn't mean shit to me. Now, does it? Because it doesn't. Most girls I talk to all have boyfriends. Why? Because they find me better than them. And it's always people that I work with or people that I see quite a few times at a place like a gym. Pretty much it's like a workplace because I'm constantly there. So they see me enough. See me 3 times a week is a lot. Sometimes 4, depending on the time. So, yeah. Can't do nothing when you got a boyfriend. Why? Because you ain't going to be, have enough courage to just rip off my pants and start blowing me off. You can't do that. Not many girls do, which I find, respect. Got to have respect for your man, because then that's respect that I can get too. If you're going to try to get me aroused because you're getting all frustrated because your man doesn't do nothing with you, you don't like the person, and then you sit there and try to go to another man to get him all roused up in that because you want a fat cock shoved in you because that man ain't giving you anything, you don't feel emotionally attracted to him anymore, then break up with him. That happens to me. And one of the jobs I actually enjoyed a lot. Taco Bell. A lot of people there were really cool in that. I felt, cool. And then we started having some manager changes in that. And one of the girls there had a boyfriend. She wanted to bang me. It was obvious because of the things that we did. We got really close. And then nothing. Even as of today, I texted her. I think I texted her I think it was yesterday. I texted her and I said we need to meet up and that, be nice and that. And like, and what the fuck is all the and she hasn't messaged me back yet. Nothing at all. I find that quite hilarious. Can't even talk to me. Nothing. Can't even talk to me. Last time she talked to me was like no, it was last year during the pandemic. She talked to me, and she was all like, "Hi, I miss you. I miss your face." And she was saying about missing me, and I said, "Well, I miss you too. I do like to see you, and then whenever we get the chance, you come on by. Just come on by." It's something hang out with a friend. Who gives a shit? It's obviously no, you guys fucking cheat on each other. If you want to see me, go see me then. Her biggest thing was that she thought that people around the area would know her, and that I'm like, what kind of fucking mafia shit is this? You're fucking one out of 100,000 girls that live in Missouri, or at least in St. Louis alone, and you're saying that they're gonna worry about you? They don't give a shit. I don't think anyone fucking cares. That was the biggest thing. It was fucking hilarious. Well, I'm talking about this because it kind of frustrated me because at the time, well, it frustrated me at the time. Now it doesn't frustrate me as much. I just find it kind of ridiculous. If someone likes you in that, friends or not, as in like you want to be more than friends, but you don't want to go in the friend zone because you like the person a lot. You ever had that happen to you being a guy? When a girl doesn't want you being in a friend zone? That just might tell you something about that person. Evidently, it might tell other people about, me, that girls don't want to be friend zones with me. They want to be with me. At least certain of them do. I'm just waiting for that one. Waiting for that curious one that's just gonna be like, yeah, so that you got a fat cock in those shorts of yours. I'm like, damn, you must have been spying on me last night when I was jacking off. Peeping through my window when I'm hammer timing it. These conversations about ready to get really fucking weird. I might as well charge up my mouse. Been using it quite a bit. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that I've been through in my life and that. So I kind of just like, yeah, I've learned a lot in the last like 3 or 4 years about who I was and that. Because if you don't know who you are, how are you supposed to know someone else? What I mean by knowing who you are is by being confident in what you do. Be confident in yourself. I don't care what anybody says about me. I don't care if anyone comes on there and is like, you're not attractive looking. You look like a big pile of poop. I'd be like, well, to you, I might look like a big pile of poop. But your girlfriend behind you is staring at me. You probably want my number to suck on my fucking dick whenever the hell you decide to go to bed. She could go over and suck on my dick till I gag her out, bust a fat load down her fucking throat. Yeah, you might think a little different about that now, would you? We're going deep. Gagging deep. I don't need to be scared, no, bud. It's a choice that people want to make. Like, for instance, I don't like asshole boyfriends. I see them. They always have beautiful girlfriends. They always have gorgeous girlfriends, nice round butts, nice boobs, sexy looking, and they're pieces of shit. Sometimes the girl is, but you can just tell. And why? They live with pretty much their own mother. Well, what I clarify with this is some men don't necessarily grow up. And as in by growing up is to be themselves and create their own destiny. So like there's one girl at the gym. Her name's Lauren. Very sexy. She has a kid. She's like 25 or so. Super sexy. Nice, fat round ass. She's short, skinny, very, very good looking. Got a cute smile. Got a really cool sense, like, um, really cool personality, which talks in that. But she has a boyfriend. I talked her in that. She doesn't want to be with the guy. And I said, why don't you just. The power rings made out of tungsten. Very good for electricity. You know, they say when people wear gold, gold's like the best conductor. You know why they feel better? Because they wear gold. It's not because they wear gold because you know it looks good. They wear gold because it makes them feel better. Just like with copper bracelets, they have the little copper wrist bracelets. They actually do work. Our body is a current. But anyway, yeah, every time I see them, she's never by herself. When she is by herself, it gets very productive. But she always has that guy with him. And he doesn't even work out. He just sits there and just stares at her. Like he's watching over her to see if anyone does anything, but he's a fucking coward. And because I'm an asshole, I try not to be too formal. When she's there with her boyfriend, it's only like no other girls there that I'm attracted to. I could be able to say things. But when there's another girl there, like Paige was there with her, the tensions were too high. It was way too fucking high. Cause I'm picking out of the girls that are there. You know, if Paige goes single, obviously I'm gonna go for her because she's single. I'm not gonna go for a girl that has a boyfriend. Like, hey, you break up with them. You can make them jealous for as long as you want. I don't establish myself unless you are willing to not be with that person. To me, that's just ignorant. Don't be with him anymore. I mean, is anything going to happen? I have no fucking idea. I mean, that'd be nice. I think Paige is a wonderful person. She looks like she has a nice heart, but she dated an emotional, controlling asshole. He was the first guy too. You can tell because you tell by how confident she is. She like I start noticing things start changing in the gym in the last like month or two. She started bringing her friend in. It was about 2 months ago, right when they broke up. She brought her friend in. Her friend's been coming in quite often. I think she's scouting out people, and she's sitting there talking to people and that, and like no one talks to me. They're too scared. I know too much. I talk maturely, and like you can't get me to be like, oh my god, girls talk to me. I'm like, yeah. You got questions? I have answers. Yeah, speak your mind around me, whatever that it is. Then I'll talk. Because I don't like going through those ropes like I used to when I was younger. Not like, I don't know what to say. I know exactly what to say. Be who I am. I talk like I always do. everybody hears, everyone knows who I am. Everyone knows my personality, at least to a certain extent. So you don't have to get to know me. Yeah, I got to get to know you. I don't hear a lot. And sometimes I do, variations of that. But like, they might be asking, like, what are you waiting for? Well, I'm waiting for someone to establish their front towards me, but they don't know how to do it. Like that Lauren girl, for instance. There was one day, it was very cute. Every time the guy comes in, her boyfriend, I always call him an asshole. I'm always like, oh, it looks like I look like a asshole boyfriend's in today, and he never likes to look at me because he knows I can beat his ass, and he knows he's a coward anyway, so it doesn't even matter. It's fucking hilarious because it gets her like to smile and that. And he always like, ooh. And I pushed the envelope, not that time, but it was like several months ago. He came in, and I stayed it kind of underneath my breath because I didn't want it to be a full blown thing. But that's when she started to act really flirtatious towards me. Very mild way. She was like, I was like, man, it's like, I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend. It's like, I'm gonna fuck her hard. And I sat underneath my breath while I was looking at her. Very sexy. She came over closer to pretend to do the lap pull down. There's a lap pull down machine, and then we got the treadmills and that, and like the cardio equipment. So it was rather close. It was close enough for me to notice her. And she looks at me and like smiles and that. And she didn't change the weight. And the weight was like 100 and something pounds. And she was like trying to pull it down. She's like, oh, this is too heavy. And like was being very flirtatious, sarcasm and that. And she started changing the weight. We kept looking at each other and it pissed him off. I thought it was fucking hilarious. She wanted me to come down and be like, oh, let me help you out with that. I'm like, I'm not that sneezy of a guy. This is not how it works with me. I find that quite hilarious. Like, I still haven't had any chances of being single or being alone with this person to be able to get closer. But I'm hoping Paige will start to open up slightly towards me. Even if she hints little things, I hope she does do it. And I'm going to be upfront with her about it. I'll be upfront with any girl about it that likes me. You gotta talk to me. I don't mind nudie pictures. I don't mind boob pictures. I don't mind butt pictures, pussy pictures, whatever the fuck that you want to do that might assume to get me to like you faster or more. Yeah, okay, you're gonna get me sexually aroused. I understand. You should fucking neck out. That's fine. I mean, there's countless girls that would show me nudie pictures and that very fast and that. Or they'll sit there and like do Skype, do old fashioned camera work and that. Like I like it, but it's not about that. I mean, if you're excited and you're like, oh man, I want to show this guy, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, you're like, oh, I know he's gonna like me because I'm sexy. And all of a sudden you get on the camera there, you're like, oh, my pants fell, oh, my bra slipped off. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You got people watching you or something? You're like, oh, I'm like, I don't know what's on here. How many other guys you have over there? Of course, if I stated that, they get upset. But things did happen to me. Happened to one of the girls I never actually had a chance to get close to. Her name was Gabby. Not that I miss it. I remember what happened. She's a dancer. She really liked me in that. But she never wanted to come over. She was always too busy. Like, if you're too busy, it's kind of hard to have a relationship, unless that relationship is someone that you know that's in the business. And I'm still kind of waiting for her. I'm waiting for her stuff to calm down then so she gets a mellow, rate of business going on and that. I would love to date her. We never dated. we talked a lot, and then she showed me her naked self, and she was very beautiful. She's very beautiful. But I didn't know how to handle it because I'm not used to being with attractive women. But then again, I should be because most women I date online were very attractive women, at least in my eyes. So I started to think about it. If women are attractive looking like me, I must be attractive looking. I must have enough attraction to be able to attract these women. Because I wasn't big and bulky like I am now. I didn't have big old gun arms and that. Actually, no. Evidently, they like my smile and that. And yes, my teeth are getting wider. I've noticed that. My teeth are extremely wide on camera. They are getting wider though. What else can I talk about? Oh, getting close to 12. Getting a little tired. I think I might watch some more. I don't want to watch too. Oh. Now I'm just rambling. Still got my food back there. I haven't even finished. I don't think I'm going to. Man, fucking side hurts. I thought I'd at least have somewhat of an audience, but I don't. That would be really cool though. If that Paige girl came on and then all of a sudden started talking to me because she started realizing who I was. She's like, dude, that'd be astounding. That'd be the easiest way to talk to someone. Just like, oh, they have a YouTube channel. Just chat with them, you know. It's a channel. It's meant for, to get to know the community. Wherever it is, the whole world. I mean, I get people from all over the place. The subscribers are going up. I got 15 now. Even though it's taking fucking forever, but it's becoming more consistent. Yeah, if I get one every day, it might take me like 3 years to get it fucking up to 1,000, but I'm thinking that the progress is going to start jumping up. Because number one, I'm good looking. Number two, I got mass. Number three, I'm very creatively funny. Number four, I do got mass intelligence with pretty much the bulk of things that humans should already know about themselves and how they work. So there's a lot of things I can go through with. And I hope that, my channel progresses isn't in all these ways. I hope I can get, when I do live chats about emotional psychology or emotional based stuff, relationships, I hope I get 50 people watch me or 20 people watch me and talk about their lives and we all consort together. That's what I want. Because you'd be surprised how much someone else already knows through other people talking. So, like, if I had 10 people on there and they all start talking about their stuff and they ask me questions and that, and I'll say, we'll do one question at a time because if there's 10 people on here, more or less, the answer to that question is going to end up filling up another answer to another question that's probably going to pop up after that. It's not about being Pacific. It's about being for everybody to be open because everyone deals with similar things, just they have different acts, different actions of dealing with it. So you kind of just work with it all together. So how much people come on here, like I did the other couple of days ago, that Jack guy that came on here with his friend Milk Carton. Jack was kind of an asshole towards me, but I was like, I kept saying, it doesn't matter what you say to me. You're not going to make me hate you. I'm not going to judge you because you're treating me kind of okay. I was talking about certain things that I know that I see with my own eyes that I believe 100% that is right, and that I know that is right because I see it with my own eyes. So I started talking about flat Earth and that, and unfortunately, some people get upset with it. They're like, "Oh, you're spreading nonsense." I'm like, For what we don't know about where we live at, don't you want to know where we live at? Don't you want to know why they're hiding stuff? Obviously they are. You can tell that shit's Photoshop. You can look it up and it says that it's Photoshop. People proved it's Photoshop. Lots of people, thousands of people. Why? Because they're using methods to control people. So what I say is, well, let's do it like this. Why don't we find out what's happening together? You might know something I don't know. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. Only things I do know are basically emotional psychology stuff. Why? Because that's what I base my research off of. There's not many people that know more than me about that. Because I scenarioize so much. You can't learn unless you put the scenario to the test. You get really antsy. That's what I do. And that's what it is. So, should people be upset because of me sitting there talking about stuff that I think that might be right? Damn. What the fucking bitch is crazy. I'm watching this old lady. She's not old, but I don't know what the fuck is with you girls out there. You guys make YouTube channels about showing off dresses and showing off tits. That's like all they do. That's what I noticed. And I just find it really hilarious. And it just drives me crazy. God damn, the arms are fucking huge. They got big fucking arms. What the fuck?
Jam 3-second loop. Can you imagine going to a nightclub and the only song playing is a 3-second loop of auditory anal grease?
Yeah, this is for 14. Fucking okay. Oh, he's putting dances down. What the? I love people on YouTube that use other people's creations to make them fucking money. These motherfuckers steal everybody's content. Did you find that really funny? Like half the people don't even have actual content. They steal everybody else's shit. And they make it their own by putting fucking their own name on internet or like changing around a little bit. It's like so fucking stupid. No one makes original shit as much as they need to. So fucking dumb. Damn. I swear to God, some people are just obsessed with the way they fucking look. It's like when they wake up, the more they check themselves out. I mean, she's beautiful, man. She got huge boobs. I find that very interesting. There's. I just love it. I love it so much. It's just so funny watching these girls that model. They walk around like the skimpiest fucking shit on, and they know it's skimpy, and they're not scared to show off their ass and that, and like oh, we're talking about clothes now, but you can stare at my ass cheeks until your balls explode all over the fucking TV screen. And they try to make it look like that there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. Like, I think it's so funny. No one watches porn anymore. You just watch YouTube. Oh, that's so funny. Holy shit. There's too much crap on YouTube. You always get guys that tell you how to work out. Like, yeah, if you do these 20 days of exercises, you'll be just as big as me. No, you won't. Stop lying to them. These date gurus, oh my God, if you say these magical words, all girls will want to have sex with you. And they start going through like these accusations. They go through these playbook things. We did a test on 1,000 women. Our flirt formula always works on every girl. Yeah, I'm sure the guy is really fucking hot. They don't even give a shit about it, like that he's flirtatious. Knows how to flirt. What the fuck? I don't know how to flirt. You know what flirting is? Hi. You're beautiful. What the fuck's wrong with you? You're being flirtatious talking to a girl, period. Why? Because you're attracted to them. Being flirty with is the fluctuation of the heart. Your heart flutters when you like someone. That's how you get butterflies in your stomach. When you get closer to someone, you feel at peace until you find out that they're just horrible. I felt that with the girl at Taco Bell. She was I felt the love. Like, I want to have kids with her. I want to be closer to her than that. It turned out to be not like that. She couldn't handle it. She was scared, and she made up bullshit excuses. Once again, you're scared of something, you can't do nothing with it. I even set it up. They even set up with their boyfriend saying, dude, you might as well just fucking cheat on her. She already cheated on your ass. Why the fuck are you even with her? She doesn't fucking like you. You're trying to establish this in front of all your friends that you like each other, and you don't. You act like they don't notice it. Your boyfriend's sitting across the fucking bar from you, drink with his buddies, going like this. While your hot ass girlfriend's shaking her ass on the floor, you're like, yeah, I like touching dick. Is that your girlfriend out there? Yeah. Why don't you go out there and dance with her? I'm a real man. I drink. Shit. If your ass girlfriend shaking her ass all over the place, I would do that. She wants fucking attention. She wants you to fucking grind your dick up her fucking asshole. What the fuck's wrong with you? How are you that stupid? Just like you can't give your girlfriend any attention at the gym. You can't do it in front of people. You can't go up to your girlfriend and look at her and be like, God, I want to smash that ass right now in that fucking bathroom. Get grab that fat ass nice and good. That'll make her want to fuck you right there. So when you get home, sit on it until your dick breaks. I'm like, well, don't do that. No, not. Be gentle, please. I never see guys do that. I have no idea why. Even guys that have girlfriends and that when they come in that they act so fucking stupid. And I always laugh at them like, you have no idea how I treat a woman. Not every woman's like, it's called being unexpected, you fucking idiot. There's this one girl that comes, her name's Mary. Her boyfriend is a nice guy, or they claim to be a nice guy. Dude's always up her ass. He never goes someplace else and exercise. He's like, okay, I'm going to do biceps and triceps today. She'll be like, well, I'm going to do legs today. Okay, let's do it. And he'll do biceps. And the dude's right next to her. Right next to her. All the damn time. Like, he's up her fucking ass. And I find it so hilarious. I find it so funny. He looks like the most sappiest man because I called him out a couple times. I'm like, dude, if you stop fucking talking on the phone and exercise, you probably have bigger arms, man. Here's what happened is he came in one day by himself. He was sitting there. He was doing a little bit of exercise in that. Of course, people that don't know how to exercise normally just go all over the place. They do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. He was waiting for his girlfriend to go on break. And then he calls her. And he's talking to her. He's like, oh, yeah, I got one more set left. Like, he's pretending. And he gets done, and I'm like, it's like, dude, if you wasted more time on, it's like, if you wasted more time on lifting instead of talking to your girlfriend when she's on break, you probably would have big ass arms by now. You're sitting there fucking pussyfooting around. Like, dude, at least get an exercise and don't sit there and, number one, women don't like that shit. Women don't like that. I pretend. You know why? Because they don't. No one likes that. I don't think anybody likes that. And the funny thing is, she's really hot. She's really hot. Like, damn. Really fucking. Like, I see, like, she comes and work out, and then I always make fun of that. Like, you can fucking do something, dude. You just sit there and just, like, look around and be like, yeah, my girlfriend's hot. Are you using her for attention? Yeah. Like, okay, yeah, she is hot. Can I bang your girlfriend then since you don't really give a shit? No. Probably thinks about it over and over in his head. He's probably sitting like, that'd be kind of hot seeing some big guy screw my girlfriend. Yeah. And I like to ask her, why the fuck you even with them? I love to ask her that when she's by herself. Like, hey, it's like, your boyfriend's kind of awkward. The dude is completely awkward. He's obsessed with you. He's so scared to fucking lose you. He's glued to your butt cheeks. Like, straight up glued to your ass. How the fuck are you even with them? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. How can you sit there? And I can tell by the way that she looks in that. She looks bored. It's like, well, but I love him. If love is that boring, maybe you shouldn't love anybody then. If you're that stupid to think love should be the security rate of, like, how shitty your fucking relationship is, all you have is love. So 10% love, 90% boredom. I think the 90% boredom is going to make you think. You can love someone. That just means you care about them. Doesn't mean you have to be with them. Whoever made up that shit is fucking stupid. Well, they say you like someone for who they are. No, you don't. You like someone adaptable to you. What the fuck? How do you not learn that shit? Come Come on, let's go back to learning school about how to date someone. Holy fuck. You date someone based upon attraction and how exciting they are and the things they like, how attractive looking they are towards yourself, obviously, because you have to be attracted to them to even fucking like them. And yes, guys are cocky in that when it comes down to looks, just like women are. I don't know, they just are. So, like for instance, why is it so hard to get a good person, woman or man? Well, it's because most people are desperate as fuck. They either lack massive fucking confidence or they're just like, he cares about me. He was nice at first until he fucked you, until you got all, until he actually started showing you who he really was. And you sat there like, man, that one guy at the gym's got a fat cock. I really want to suck on it. My boyfriend's a piece of shit. Ain't the first time a girl wants to suck on my dick. You know they had a boyfriend. Number one. It just really defeats the purpose. I'll sit there and go through the ropes. I'm like, damn, what the fuck's wrong with these people? And I say, why do you? I say it out loud, and that like, there's a specific way of dating people. You date based upon what you're excited about. So like anything could be, it could be sexual stuff. It could be music, movies, activities, hobbies. Those things translate to a relationship. If that person has nothing to do with your hobbies and that, like if you like to work out and that person doesn't, it's not going to be a good relationship. More or less, it's going to be a kind of a like, I'm with them because I put my dick in them. Or I'm with the guy because, he slams me from behind really hard. So you have one thing that you like about them and other things you're just like, oh. I'm tired as fuck. Well, I'm getting off. Bye. Oh.